What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So here we have another PvE game mode created in the Overwatch workshop. Now I don't know how old this is, maybe 1 or 2 years old this was last worked on. So this concept made by Hakuta94 focuses on the idea that you have to defend the castle on the Havana Map. Very much like the way that Junkenstein's Revenge works, where you shoot through a horde of zombies that are trying to blast through the castle doors. Can I just say as well that if Junkenstein's Revenge ever made a decision to relocate to a different map, I think Havana would be the perfect place to do that. Imagine if Havana Castle got a huge rework for Halloween Terror. I would love to see that. Anyway, the game's concept is pretty simple enough. All you gotta do is defend the castle, defeat as many zombies as you can, ones that take the form of Zenyatas, a few wrecking balls that take the form of huge bombs that try and blow up the castle door. You got Widowmaker snipers that pop up and try and shoot you at a distance, and my personal favourite, you have Reinhardt enemies that put their shields up if you shoot at them, and then hunt you down and try and kill you. Then they immediately charge for the door and then try and do damage. This is all well and good, however, I think there is one major drawback to this mode. This is brutally difficult if you're playing this solo. The amount of damage the Reinhardts do, honestly, you won't last 5 minutes. You need teammates to play this in order to get the full experience of playing. Then again, you could say the same thing about Junkenstein's Revenge. You can't technically play that on your own. Now, I decided to do something I didn't think I would ever do with the PvE mode made by someone else. I actually had to go in and make adjustments for myself in order to make the game mode seem more single player friendly. It's not necessarily the Zenyatas or the Wrecking Balls I have with the game's difficulty per se. It's the Reinhardts that constantly bully you and don't stop chasing you, and the amount of damage they inflict, I feel it's a bit too much. So what I did was I reduced the damage that they dealt and then increased the damage that they received by just a tiny bit of percentage to make it single player friendly. Because it's not like I have anyone to play this with, but at the same time, I really want to showcase this mode because it's a brilliant idea. And as I said earlier, I really can see Junkenstein's Revenge move to a different map, and Havana is the perfect place to do that. So, despite my own slight changes to reduce the brutal difficulty, this whole game mode's concept still belongs to the developer. Anyway, enough waffling from me. Let's show this game mode off. There's the code right there, if you want to go and check the mode out for yourselves. Alright, so let's get going. Right, so here are all of the heroes available. You can see that some of them are grayed out, probably because they're not pretty suited for this game mode. The best hero I usually use to play this is D.Va, because you can use the self-destruct to blow up a hell of a lot of the enemies so quickly. So as you can see, I have now spawned in. There is Havana Castle. Now you've got to defend the castle door. Now, you'll notice straight away that you see a bunch of Zenyatas like pop out. And they seem pretty simple enough. You just blast through them, they die. Now, you'll see some Reinhardts pop up, and this is what showcases the difficulty. Right, so I think there should be a Wrecking Ball somewhere. Yeah, there you go, the Wrecking Ball is spawned in. Obviously it goes towards the door. You really need to get rid of these. Otherwise they do big damage. And there are the Reinhardts right there. Now, as soon as you shoot at them, they'll put their shields up. And they literally come towards you, and they start to bully you. And you have to get rid of them, because if you don't, the enemies start piling up, and they start lining through here. See, as you can see, they start to make damage, and you have to try and kill them. Now, if I hadn't made these changes, like the amount of damage that they would inflict on you, you wouldn't last 5 minutes. Now, the damage that's being dealt by the Wrecking Balls, I always forgot to mention this at the beginning. I actually made damage reductions to them as well. They used to do 200 damage on the door, but now they do... Oh my god, the Widowmaker. I forgot about the Widowmakers. Oh no, no! Yeah, so once you die to the Reinhardts, which I'm going to do right now, they just charge for the door and they just do damage. So as you can see, I've still got a bit of work to do if I want to make this single player friendly. Yeah, I almost forgot about the Widowmakers. So yeah, you really need to play this with teammates, because you're just going to get absolutely cooked, especially the Reinhardts. Right, so we're going to play this one more time, I think. Alright, so here's my second attempt at trying to go as long as possible. So yeah, I don't know, like I've made a few adjustments to the the damage received by enemies and the damage that they deal. I still feel like there's still a little bit of adjustments to be made to make this a little bit easier. I still think this is difficult. But as you can see the Zenyatas that they pop up in the game. It looks exactly like the way that the zombies show up in Junkenstein's Revenge. So the idea is definitely there. And the potential, most certainly. It's the difficulty, I think, that's the issue. That I need to sort of... I don't know how or when this game mode was made. I think it was maybe like 2 years ago. But the concept is excellent. It just needs a little bit of polishing up in terms of, you know, single player runs to make that a little bit easier for those kind of players like myself. Alright, let's throw the bomb in. Look at that. Look how satisfying that is. Wait, okay. Where's the Reinhardts? The Reinhardts... Okay, they're the Reinhardts that are there. So like I said, these really need adjusting. So I've done everything I can. So you just have to sort of like jaw them and turn around, and you can get rid of them easy. But the amount of damage that they inflict is crazy. You have to be wary of the snipers as well, because they'll do damage on you. Alright, so there's a Widowmaker that she just spawned in. Let's just literally just... No, I don't want to die now. There we go. So this is the reason why I've got to play D.Va. I can't use anybody else. Okay, we've got to get rid of that Wrecking Ball. Come on. Right, there's a Widow up here. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, I've been demeched. Oh. I can't remember what kind of damage that the Zenyatas do. You have to stay well clear of the Reinhardts. Okay. This is actually looking like a good run. Okay. So you can see the concept of Junkenstein's Revenge here. You can actually repair the door. I've never done that before. Of course, if you're playing with friends, this would be a lot of a better experience. But I'm just trying to do this to make it simple for those people that just want to do this like on a single run, like I'm doing. Come on. Ah. Okay, let's take that. So my survival time is now 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the longest I've ever gotten, actually. Oh, I can't really kill that Widow. It's a bit annoying. Alright, let's get rid of the Wrecking Ball. Okay, so yeah. Like, without the changes that I made, these Reinhardts would be so difficult to kill. Like, literally, you wouldn't last 5 minutes. But thankfully, after a few adjustments, I've kind of made them a bit more tolerable. But there's still a lot of work to be done, obviously. Like I said, you don't want to make this game mode too difficult, but you don't want to make it too you don't want to make it too easy either. You need a little bit of challenge. So as you can see, like the Reinhardts just pile up. You want to stop that with it? Yeah, it's already gone. So there you go. That is pretty much that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think this game mode is a brilliant idea. It's a great concept. You're defending a castle from a whole load of enemies trying to charge in and try to defeat the door and whatever. But yeah, this game mode totally belongs to Hakuta 94. I just wanted to get in there and just make a little bit of adjustments. I'm going to continue doing this because, you know, sometimes you kind of like want to know how these games are made. Alright, so that was Defend the Castle by Hakuta 94. Great game mode. Like I said, I don't know when this game mode was made. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So it's been in rotation for quite some time. The game mode's code is in the title of this game mode right here. I've already provided it in the title, so go and check it out for yourselves. You might, like I said, you might need to make a few adjustments. If you're somebody that's going to play this solo, I highly advise that you go into the settings and make some adjustments to damage input and output, whatever, because if you're playing this solo and you're literally going to go into this, you are going to get absolutely cooked, like in about a few seconds, especially by those Reinhardt players. or the Reinhardt characters, I should say, not the players, because they're not playing, are they? But yeah, I highly recommend that you do that before you even start this. So yeah, just make a few adjustments, and then just make it suitable to your play style and whatever. And that's what's so good about these game modes. They can be interchangeable to make things a bit easier for certain people. Anyway, so that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think of this game mode. Do you honestly believe that Havana is a good idea to relocate Junkenstein's Revenge if Halloween Terror decided to make a new map for that game mode? That would be a really, really good idea. And this definitely gives off that idea. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. And let's not forget as well my Instagram. And I would mention my threads, but nobody ever goes on threads, do they? But still, there's my threads. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, guys. Have a great day, have a great life, be nice to your fellow gamers because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace!